G'day and welcome to my account progression update for October. So today's video I will be going over the main focuses that I have been focusing on over the past month and what my plan is for November, as my account isn't where I really want it to be at the moment until December, when Carnage Kabuto should be coming out. And as well as this, I'm also going to be showing off a lot more PvP in this video specifically, and even PvE, such as the all new Epic Conqueror's Challenge. So let's start this off by going over my character's progression. So going over my sacks distribution, I now currently have 710 sacks onto my account, so I have gained about an additional 75 or so sacks within the last month. So as you can see here, I have highly invested into my SSR Amai, as he has 314 sacks, which is 44% of my overall account. Now, I wouldn't really recommend doing this. I'm doing this because I'm going to be a bit more focused in PvP. My plan with my account right now, because I do have Sonic V2, but I will go over Sonic V2 and why he is not my main speedster until December, when he'll finally become my main speedster. So I have a reason for this, but at the moment I currently have invested into my SSR Mai just for PvP. I have been progressing a lot more higher now in PvP, except against the Sonic users, but with Amai users, for example, my heroes team is very strong, as I'm going to show you off a few things with my hero team and potentially getting higher in some certain arena instances, so look out for that later on in the video. But other than Amai, my ATT is basically the same, and then driveknight has 55 sacks because I do want his attack to be pretty powerful, as I do have him with ATT, so I want them to try to synergize with each other. And then I have heavily reverted my RMG, so it's finally the end for her. At the moment, I'm not really focused into PvE anymore, so my club boss damage has been reduced. I will show off how much I can do. But I don't really focus too much into bossing anymore, because you don't really get as many rewards than compared to PvP, and I do spend a decent amount of money now each month. And speaking of which, I will also be going through my monthly expenses after going through my characters, so you can see how much I spend and where I spend my money on, so look out for that as well. Otherwise, other than this, I should realistically be reverting Awakened Vaccine Man. I don't really use him anymore. I did say that I wanted to use him, but because I didn't have Sonic V2, and I'm now not making him as my main speedster until much later in Bangpoo meta, then he's basically useless for me. Bangpoo has one sigil. I need to get that off him. I wanted to try to unlock his page 3 talents, but it's not worth it, so I need to revert that. And finally, Lightning Max. His keepsake is useful for PvE, as I will show off when I go through Epic Conqueror's Challenge. So before I go through my characters, I just wanted to talk about what my plan is at the moment with my sacks. So this is what it looks like right now. By the time Carnage Kabuto comes out, he's going to be my main focus. I intend to put about 500 sacks into him, which is fairly a lot, but having a very highly invested CK will be able to counter some of those even heavy spending whales. So I will be showing off some PvP showcases when Carnage Kabuto comes out, and hopefully my investment is very successful in that regard, so look out for that in the near future. So I guess I can go through my characters as of now. I won't really be going too in-depth into it because I'm not really focusing on making my account strong this past month and next month. But this is my update for ATT at the moment. So she has 818,000 attack, and these are all her other stats. All of these are relatively the same. I do have all 6 sigils on her because she is my main attacking unit, so I want her BP to be as high as possible. I do have a red gear, so that's also one thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, actually, I will also talk about something later on with red gears, but this is my first red gear. It's machine, which is okay. It's not really the favorable ones. Ideally, having a drive for your tank units, or getting fiery for your speed, or heavy DPS attacking units is ideal. So those ones I'm really trying to look for. Ninja is pretty useless since you have fiery, so. And machine is, it's okay, it's just mediocre. My main ones I really want to get is drive and fiery. But I do want to get drive because I want to get my carnage as high as possible. That's all the same, and then these haven't been touched. I have been working on trying to get HP bonus villain gears as well as speed bonus gears, which I have been unable to get, so I've been spending a lot of gems trying to re-roll my buff gears and have been unsuccessful in that regard. But yeah, this is what my ATT looks like for the time being. RMG, not too much anymore. She only has 500k attack, so she is unfortunately been neglected quite a bit because I don't use her in my main PvP team anymore. So I'm going to keep her like this. I have not fully reverted her sigils, but I do plan to do that once Carnage Kabuto comes out. And also, I can't do it right now because I have used up basically all or nearly 10 of my monthly limit, so I can't revert all her sigils yet. I have to wait till November to do that. But other than that, she has been neglected. I will still keep her 5p onto her for now, unless when I get Carnage Kabuto and I do need villain resources, then I can extract them out of RMG, so it's completely fine in that regard. All of these I can keep on her for now. I might revert this in the future if I need sacks, but that's up to the future me. These I've now just substitute attack gears whenever I do use her for bossing. I can revert the sacks out of this, but her crit's quite useful, so I might keep that on for now. And then these are my gears for her. Now, Gale Wind, this is what he currently has with these attack. He has 400k attack. I can potentially make him a bit more attack heavy, because then his follow-ups will be quite useful during the Bangpu era, especially when I have CK. I don't really know if I plan to do that because I want to get a very heavy invested CK because I don't have that many sacks. I do have a lot of sacks, but compared to whales who have like 4 figures, they have like 1,000 plus. I only have 700, so I don't really have the freedom in putting a lot more sacks into like Galewind, for example. But so he's just gonna be like my support utility unit where he's just there for stun. But all these I'm going to keep on him, like per usual, with his sigils. Otherwise, all I need is his keepsake. This is for when he can stay alive longer. I have a formal set on him. You don't need to use a formal set. I do, because sometimes I do stun the middle, and it does get me that 4th stun. So it is still quite useful to have. And then these are currently my gears onto him, and I have 3 crit on Grappler, which is really cool. But yeah, that's what my progression looks like on Gale. Now, Driveknight. He also has 400k attack. So I know you can put him as a tank build. Maybe in future, when I do get Carnage Kabuto, then I might make him a HP character and a support character for his passive instead. But as of the moment, because I am using him with ATT, and right now for epicconquerorschallenge there is a charge damage increase, so he is one of my heavy hitters in that game mode for the week, so I have been using him a lot, especially because he's quite useful. Otherwise, these are the sigils I am using onto him with ult damage reduction even more, and then I also have a charge sigil or ruthless sigil into him as well to buff up that. I do have his keepsake, which has been quite useful for me. And I do have a little bit of sacks into his gears because I just wanted his attack to be a bit more powerful. And then these are my buff gears with him. They're not really highly invested into because he's not my main character I want to invest all of my buff materials for. I'm just trying to work on getting speed or HP bonus for these villain gears. So that's my plan with buff gears at the moment. So before I go into Sonic, I'll go through my first because there's a lot I want to talk about my Sonic and what my plan is with him for the future. But currently my speed has 1,138 speed. That is because if you saw from my side calculator, I have maxed out his flash gears. Now, I only have 2 orange and 2 purple, which isn't overly OP, and I don't have his keepsake, so if I do go up against a Amai user with his keepsake, or any Sonic user at all, then they will outspeed my Amai, but he has still been proven to be quite useful for me. I have progressed fairly highly in some arena instances, so I'm going to keep it as this for now and throughout November, because he will be my main speed spotter for the time being. I'll explain why when I go through my Sonic. Before I do have 3 speed bonuses on my Amai, which I got at the very beginning where I got Amai. So I've been very lucky in that regard. So I'm going to keep this gear for a very long time, never reverting that. And then all these aren't invested into, because all I care about with Amai is his speed, and otherwise anything else I legit don't really need to invest into. Like, he can stay 4 stars, don't need awakening on him. Character sigils, they're nothing. I don't need to book anything onto him. Okay, now finally Sonic V2. I did pull for him during October, and I wish I pulled for him at the very beginning when he came out, but I didn't have money back then, so I couldn't afford to get him. Now I do, and it has compromised my plan a little bit. I will go through that. So currently his speed has no speed at all. He just has 460, but his attack is where my focus is at the moment, because he is an attack character for the time being, because he doesn't provide any speed boost because there's no speed into him for the time being. So okay, this is why I am going to be waiting until I get Carnage Kabuto Plus, then he'll be my main speed star. So currently he's 2 out of 7 of the way there, so he needs about 100 more Omni Shards. If you can see here, I did have like 70 before, so I did speed run him to get 4 stars, but as soon as I got 4 stars, I completely stopped. Now if you see here, I have 3 villain Omni Shards here, where if you look into my bag, I have 94 extra Omni Shards that I can use and completely convert all of these into Sonic V2, which I will be able to unlock his 5-star passive as of right now. I can legit do it, but I don't want to because I have done the math, and that during November he will be in my extreme training, because by the time at the end of November when extreme training is completely done, he will be 5-starred. As well as this, he will also have enough pink shards to be 5p. So my plan with him is that I'm going to be waiting patiently until December, where as soon as he gets his 5-star, he will also be able to be 5p at the very same time, so I can get that 20 bonus straight away instead of that 15 bonus, and then having to wait until I get the 20% speed bonus. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to save as many of these Omni Shards that I can for Carnage Kabuto, because my main priority is trying to get Carnage Kabuto to 5 stars as soon as possible. So I have decided to play the patience game and not rushing my Sonic V2. This is why Amai is going to be my main speedster throughout November, and why I have invested into his speed gears, because I don't plan on rushing Sonic. So right now with Sonic, he's primarily used as a backline DPS attacker just for his attack, and he's quite useful in bossing and whatnot. Now of course this isn't as great, and I'm not utilizing Sonic to his full potential, but I am committed to be waiting and playing a patience game, where by the time Carnage Kabuto should come out, I will have an extra 80 Omni Shards from buying 40 Omni Shards per month, which I'll go through my daily expenses or my monthly expenses right after this segment. But I should be able to get roughly around 180 Omni Shards for Carnage Kabuto, not including the SSR Plus shards you get while pulling for him. So that is my plan at the moment. This is why Sonic has been neglected and will stay neglected until December when Carnage Kabuto comes out. Then my PvP team will be complete, and I will be able to show off a lot more PvP game footage, and I have more video ideas for that in the future. So November is going to be quite a slow month, but my plan is to be waiting patiently for Carnage Kabuto. So hopefully that all makes sense. My progression with this account, I'm going to lay it low throughout November. I don't need to invest highly anything. I'm just going to be focusing over time on Sonic, on extreme training, and that's basically it. Now also I do want to say, with my member training level, I'm on level 106, and currently I have been working on Watchdog Man's level to prepare for Carnage Kabuto. So by the time Carnage Kabuto comes out, I'm going to revert Watchdog Man and then put everything into Carnage. So what I plan to do is to get Watchdog Man right now to Red 2, and as soon as he's done with Red 2, then I plan to get Watchdog Man to Red 3. Now, I'm going to do that instead of like doing Gale, because I don't want to revert Gale because I'm using Gale. So I'm just going to keep working on Watchdog Man until he's Red 3, and then that will prepare me to get Carnage Kabuto and completely put all the resources from Watchdog Man into Carnage Kabuto. So hope that makes sense. And I also pulled Suiryu. He's also quite useful for the Epic Conqueror challenge because of his charge. So this is all pretty good. If you wanted to see what he's look like, I don't really put heavy investment into him. He's just a little side character I can use in my 3 team game modes. Also, one thing I wanted to point out before I go to my next segment. In regards to my figurines, this has been pissing me off because you need 98 shards to get these people to 5 stars. I have legit been on 1 shard remaining for like the past 2 weeks on so many characters, like this red squid. I need freaking 3 more for that. But as well as this, 1 more on this guy and 1 more on one of these. 1 more on this guy, which is infuriating me. I did the suiryu summons, but they don't drop normal rarity, they just drop rare, which is a bit annoying. But I've been doing the superb summons, and I still haven't been getting. I just need 1 more of this blue character, this subterranean guy, and the red squid. I don't understand this stupid game. Okay, so now after that segment, I'm going to go through my spending habits because I have now put money into this game as of last month because I do have some money to spare onto this game. So I'll just go over what I have been spending and what I normally spend my money on for the past month and how much I spend overall each month. With some exceptions, it can go a bit above, which I'll go into why and whatnot. But so these are my current spending routine. So firstly, I always purchase the value pass because I get that extra 89 sweep bonus, and I now also spend for the premium pass where I basically just get more coins and especially more gems. I can get now 250 gems daily, which is very useful, as well as 100 stamina, so this will quicken my progression with Watchdog Man to get him to red 3 as soon as possible. As well as this, I also spend my money onto these 3 daily packs now for the amount of gems I get, because I get about 650 gems every day from this as well. So that added onto these cycle rebates, I get a lot of gems now daily because I want to use these gems for re-rolling buff gears in particular because they are very expensive. But yeah, I have been spending on these. In the benefits tab, I also get, or I've also gotten this lifetime supply voucher card, so I get 1 emblem voucher every day. So you can put that to the total as well. I also buy this rebate thing every month so that I can get an additional 12 BTs and 7 keepsake vouchers every month, so this is quite useful for me as well. Now I also buy the backup stick. I normally get the deluxe version, which is the more expensive version, and I can jump to 40 tiers. So I buy this every 2 months whenever it comes out. And finally, my main purchases involves these Omni Shards, where you can get 4 packs per month, which grant 10 Omni Shards each. So this is why I had about like 89 Omni Shards in my bag, because I've been purchasing these every month for the last 2 months as of now. So this does take up a lot of my monthly expenses. It is quite spendy, but this is what I do mainly as well, and I've been saving them for Kanshikabudo. So that is my main monthly expenses. Then you have some additional things that I might decide to buy throughout the month, like these ones for example. I just wanted it because I needed 500 gems. It was for $4, which was fairly cheap. As well as this one, I just wanted to get a schematic because now I have a red gear and more gems. I'm really in desperate need of gems. So just some bonus expenses. Whenever I see a pack that can be quite worth it, then I can buy it. I'm not going to buy this one for example, or these ones, because on Southeast Asian server, this pack is $10 and not $24. So this is a massive scam. Shame on you, Moonton. So don't ever buy this pack. Well, I mean, if you can buy it, you can, but just know that in Southeast Asia, this is $10 instead to get these 2 cards, so absolute scam. And I also do buy funds occasionally. Now, I never buy funds unless it is double top up. So all of these funds right here that I have, these have all been saved for when there was a double top up. I don't really plan on spending my funds on anything. I have been spending them recently on, if you go to the mall, wherever the hell the mall is, what the heck, where is the mall? Over here. So they have put reset locks into the mall. I did get all 15, which cost 300 funds, and I didn't get lucky in my rerolls. I don't think I plan to do this anymore. I felt gambling heavy, and it didn't benefit me. So normally I'm going to buy these 5 every week because I need reset locks. I'm trying to get a speed or HP bonus villain gear. But yeah, this is where I don't know if I'm going to continue putting my funds in this. I don't want to, because I want to be saving my funds, because I do plan to pull an Awakened Wheel character with my funds. It's going to be much later in next year. It won't be King Plus, but I'll keep you updated, or maybe hint who I really want to get in the future, because there's one character in particular that I have been seeing in the Chinese servers that is in the PvP meta for a very long time. So just gonna leave it at that. Okay, now I'll also go through my leaderboard very quickly. So last video I was 19.3 million BP, and now I am 19.8 million BP. I have not reached the 20 million milestone yet. Technically I can, because if I just put sigils onto characters I can easily get it. However, I have been reverting a lot of my characters, so that's why my BP hasn't really increased at all. Because realistically, I could even reach like maybe 21 or 22 million, but I'm playing the long game, and when I get Carnage Kabuto, you'll see my BP increase drastically. So I'm just playing the long game. I don't care about BP at the moment. So this is my current progression. I'm 26, which realistically, I'm probably like 40 or 50, because some people do hide their BPs, but that's currently what it looks like at the moment. This is all the same because I'm still level 109 and not 110. Strongest character, I am 21 with my ATT. These are the strongest characters from my server range, so you can check these out if you want to. And Boy still has the strongest Child Emperor. God damn, he's a freaking addict with Child Emperor. Child Emperor, good luck buddy surviving the next few couple of months, especially when Boros, Carnage, and Metalbot come out. He's gonna be pretty neglected character, I'm not gonna lie. Thank God I didn't pull for him. Trust me, you're gonna kind of regret it in the long run. And yeah, this is what the club leaderboard looks like on my server range. But we are the reigning club champions. As you can see here, I have the badge, but I also have been using the Endless Battle Zone badge, which I will go into very soon. But we have been the club champions again during this month. Okay, so now going through my PvP arena, I am currently ranked 17th, and this is most likely the highest I can go. I can't really go up against anyone who has a Sonic V2 or has a Maya user with his keepsake, since they're going to outspeed me in every way imaginable. So I don't really have much to show off here, but what I can show off is me jumping from 6 places, because I was initially ranked 23, but now I'm 17 because of this battle, so I can show off this PvP battle. As you can see from the battle, the Batman is doing the same thing as me, where Mai is his main speedster, but we both have Sonic as our duelist slot. So I can beat people who are using a Mai as their main speedster, because I do have a fairly fast Mai. So that is a video on how I managed to jump up a few of the ranks. Also against a Awakened 2-Child Emperor. I know he wasn't faster than me, but I can still hold my own in regards to bombs, shields, being able to absorb that damage dealt from Child Emperor's second doggo. Also, what I can show off, because I actually finally made it top 8 into one of these tournaments, and I came 4th in the hero tournaments. These are the current teams that are won, because Child Emperor is basically a win condition no matter what. So I did lose to Yo Mama because he also has a Child Emperor. But I did win against Nuke, and then I held my own. I guess I came 4th, so not a bad position. And I haven't claimed any of these because I haven't gone to any of this feature. I haven't gone through my dailies until now. So this is what I perform like in the hero side of things, because my hero team is a lot more stronger, so this is my hero tournament. I'll also go through Peak Arena, because I do want to show off my hero side PvP, because I think I can progress one higher. My villains, it's fairly shit. The reason why is because my Sonic, I basically have no speedster, so I'm always going to be low. That's why my villain arena, I am like, what, freaking rank 30 or 39. Hero leaderboard, I'm 18th. That is surprisingly fairly low. But let me go to my hero side actually, because I can beat, I reckon, someone a lot higher, because I do have a fast Mai. Now I might test my luck on. Who should I test my luck on and be the subject? I think I can beat you. I just don't know how fast their Mais are. So I might try to defeat you, and let's see how well I can go. Holy crap, that ATT had neglected my force field 4 times. The immunity should be 50%, but she kept ignoring it all the time, so that was a very long battle. But I was able to beat him, so I'm now currently 3rd in the hero arena, I guess, as of now. I don't want to go against these guys, because I don't think I will be able to beat them. But yeah, my heroes team is fairly strong, because I do have a fast Amai and a good ATT. And driveknight, as you saw there, is so helpful. So I do like using driveknight. That's why I pulled his keepsake, because I know I will be using him for a very long time, since in hero PvP and all, since bomb will be the core for the next whole year for hero side. DK is going to be great as a high tech for my Bang Poo team, because he is a great high tech. I don't need Child Emperor, so screw you Child Emperor pullers. And if you wanted to know about Live Clash, I don't play it at all. I did play it like a little bit, but I don't really play it. So these are the current leaderboards if you are curious on who the top 10 currently are for this season. A few more PvP modes left to go into. So we have Dojo Clash, where I am currently ranked 77, and this is the current leaderboard. Now I can't progress highly because, as you can see here, I haven't completed all 3 dojos because I'm against Bad Vibes in this one, who is a whale, second to MassX, who MassX is number 1, so I can't progress into this one at all. I can't beat Shirtless, who's also another whale, I think on their server as well. I think they're all on the same server, and I don't think I can beat any of yous as well, which is surprising. So mega whales are here, man. I'm just stranded away, but it's fine. As long as I get the top 100 rewards, it's perfectly fine. But yeah, I can't wait till next week when I can get these 5 reset locks, please. And finally, I can go through EBZ. I won't be showing gameplay of this. I've already showed a fair amount of PvP, but I'm currently ranked 5th in my bracket. That is because, surprisingly, for once in a long time, for a whole month, I wasn't being able to be top 64 or top 16 in these brackets, but I finally am, because there's not that many heavy whales in this bracket, thank God, compared to all these other ones where they have a lot more of the heavy spenders and some mods, for example. But I managed to at least stay top 16 into my bracket. So special thanks to Jared over here, who made me be able to push up because I could farm him. He turned into a weak team just for me to farm. So I got my rewards, so that's why I have the badge, and now I can easily be promoted into the top 16. So thank you very much, Jared. So I can also show off how my club bosses go. So this is my current team still for Club Boss Boros. I could put Sonic, but when I tested Sonic, I do less damage, so I'm just going to keep it like this for now. But I can show you just what the damage input is like, and I can just show off my auto order. I won't go through this whole round realistically, but I just use a Mind to speed boost so that G4 can put his shatter, then RMG can use her attack, then ATT can because she has massive dot, so I do use her because she has, well, she's fairly invested into, so she does do a lot of damage. But I also use Lightning Genji with his ultimate, so that if RMG does lose her tenacity shield, since Boros will destroy it, then he can generate it back for her, and then because of his buff to increasing the attack of anyone that has shields, then RMG will get that passive buff, so she'll be more powerful all the time. So I'll just skip through this. Normally I can get just under 1 billion damage. Yeah, it's not as high anymore, but realistically I get the max reward from the very first turn, which is completely fine. So honestly, I don't really care about PvE anymore because the rewards aren't really beneficial. And then with Resist Invasion, these are my 3 teams, with Garo because I am able to defeat Garo and should be able to get the final chest milestone from the amount of damage I can deal. So I'll just skip through all of these real quick, and I'll show off how much damage I normally can do. I didn't get 5 internal injury there, which is annoying. But look at that, 290 million. So that is well enough in getting this damage reward chest, because I can basically get nearly 600, which I need 550 million. So I always can claim this chest. And I can also open my club vault. Hopefully I get lucky in a cool little orange gear. Oh, this just opened recently. Oh my god. Oh, I was gonna say, should I go up? We'll go up high. Oh! Ah, yeah. Alright. Tough. Oh, magic. Ooh. Fiery. Fiery is used. This is a decent piece, actually. I think that will be very useful in the future. Oh, shit, I can't open it. But, my main plan is to try and get, a drive set for my Carnage Buto, which means I need to get orange gears from this game mode. So all of these gears, including formal as well. So, a bit unlucky in that end, but I got a good, magic piece gear. That's not that bad. Okay, so the brand new Epic Conqueror's Challenge. So this is a fairly difficult mode. It has been released way too prematurely. It should have been released by the time Garo, I think, came out in the Southeast Asian servers, which is like 2 or 3 months after Garugan Shoop's release. So there's no current counter to the shields. The shields that you see from this game mode is specialized unyielding, which is what Garugan Shoop's core does. So bit annoying, but I guess this is the leaderboard for my server bracket at the moment. I'm ranked 37th. I can only go up to stage 6. These was the 2 teams that I was using. So the first team, Suiryu is here because of the charge damage buff, so he's going to be my main attacking unit for this. I have Lightning Max as well to try and stun the main boss as well. And then for the second team, this is my current team when ATT and Vaccine Man try to get that dot synergy going, but driveknight is the main carry here, as he is able to deal 12 million damage to the row because of the charge damage boost. So, and then I also use Sonic, who also has charge damage, but I use him to try and kill off that Vaccine Man boss. So I want to go through a battle in this. I don't think I'll be able to beat it. How in the fuck? Hold on, I think I might have just figured out how to beat it. My initial struggle was round 2. I wanted to get a mine to round 2 because my Sonic dies as soon as AVM attacks and they all target Sonic. I think I might be able to beat it. I just replaced AVM. I put a Tank Top Master at the back, and the reason why, which is actually very surprising, is because his ultimate grants Tenacity, which will boost up my Suiryu's charge damage, because as you can see in the passive, that his charge increases if he has shields onto him. So let me just see how well this works. I just want to see Suiryu's damage over here, because I was struggling with this. I'll just show off some footage right in front or in the corner somewhere that I kept failing. But look at that. Okay, and then normally Lightning Max, oh, he doesn't have ult, which is a bit annoying, but normally he stuns. But I think, what? I'm so confused. I can show the footage where I skipped and then it went through, but then I backed out because, oh, there it is. What? Okay. Anyways, this will now be a longer battle. I actually want to see if this can work now. But I needed a Mai because then he can outspeed this Vaccine Man, right? Hopefully. Please, 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 please. Yes! Because my Sonic keeps dying every time. Oh, I should have used Gale Wind's stun first. Oh, I'm stupid because now AVM uses his attack. Oh, this is a bit retarded on my end. I didn't need ATT to be fast. Okay, that might have been a stuff up on my end. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just skip this. Let me see if I do pass it or not. I did! Wow. I don't know if I wanted to show off it later on, but then this video will be so long. So, I could just showcase as well. I guess maybe in the next level, but I'm gonna put you here as well. I don't think now this will probably work now. I don't think this first team will win. Yeah, I don't think this first team will win. Okay. Well, you can see from my video at least what teams I can use. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me actually go through this then a little bit longer and not skip it straight away, because I thought I wasn't going to beat the last one. But my main plan is to stop Awakened Vaccine Man from using his ult, because as you saw previously, it frickin' does damage. He didn't get stunned! Oh my god. Okay, round 2. So let me just do that correctly this time. I just need to make sure that Awakened Vaccine Man is always locked, so that Sonic always targets. And hopefully Gale will stun Awakened Vaccine Man. Please stun. Yes. Okay, thank god he did. Because Gale can only stun for the first 2 rounds. So technically, Lightning Max could be better, because he can stun for all 10 rounds, but he only has a 50% chance in stunning the person behind. So Gale Wind is still a lot better. So I think I will skip this, because I already did showcase my damage, especially with Driveknight. I might just let Driveknight use his ultimate again. But with this game mode, you do not really want to skip, because there are many things you can change or adapt to throughout the battle. So normally, if you are struggling, and if you want to know why, you should not skip and actually play the long game and actually be strategic in trying to beat this, because it is fairly hard. But if you actually play this strategically and not skip it, then you can be able to progress pretty far. Except that my Awakened Vaccine Man, oh, he didn't get stunned. Alright, well, I think this is a fail. It is a fail, because he didn't bloody get stunned. Okay, well, that's completely fine. At least I showcased that this, or my team, does work against it. So Tank Top Master is actually fairly useful, as long as you have someone to grant Suiryu tenacity, which I just realized I could have put a Lightning Genji. Huh, I should have used Lightning Genji instead. Okay, well, now you know. But these are the 2 teams that I use, and now I have progressed to stage 8. Also, I do purchase these. Even if I can't progress even further, you can still go back previously and then just press sweep. But I won't do it now, because I actually try to progress further off camera, because this is a long recording now, Jesus. And just a quick update after editing this video, I managed to complete up to floor 10, so I'm currently stuck at floor 11. I'm currently ranked 8th in my server bracket, which is absolutely insane. I managed to figure out a team that works well with me. So for example, in my first team, you'll be surprised that now my main attacking unit is Driveknight, followed by ATT and Gale Wind. And then I also have Sky King to do another additional stun, and then I have Watchdog Man and Gero for his core. So Driveknight is the main attacker because of the charge damage buff, so I did use him to be my main charge dealer. And then in my second team, this is very surprising, you would probably think it's pretty weak, but it works extremely well. I have Sonic V2 and Lightning Max at the back with Amai Mask. Amai is there to speed everyone up, as well as grant those tenacity shields with Bangpoo shields in order to boost up Suiryu's attack, where he needs 2 tenacity to get the most out of his charge, where Suiryu is my main damage unit, then followed by RMG. So I can show you with a quick video on screen about the strategy that I used for the second battle, because what I did is that I did speed up Sonic V2 and Lightning Max. Now the reason why is because Sonic V2 will keep nuking AVM to 1 health to activate the shield, and then in the first 2 turns, as long as AVM gets stunned in both turns, then Sonic will be able to kill him off within the second or third round. So this was extremely helpful. If you don't get the stun in the first 2 turns, then you will have to skip and retry again, but it's completely fine. I just had to keep doing this over and over again. Eventually I got lucky and got 2 stuns, and then I managed to nuke AVM, because how these specialized unyielding shields work is that everyone is granted at least 2 unyielding chances, where AVM gets an additional 2 if there is force field inflicted, so you do not want him to inflict his force field onto your team at all. So as soon as AVM is defeated, so in the 3rd turn, then basically it's a breeze from there. So then I use Suiryu, I use Sonic, and I use RMG to finish off the rest of the minions. So I found this strategy to work for me. By the time this video comes out, this boss battle would probably be shifted away from now, so the injury buff or charge buff will no longer be in effect. But if it ever comes back again, this is what I found this team to be extremely useful. So if you do want to test this out, it did work drastically well for me. If you do have the units to do so, it worked for me, because now I'm ranked 8th out of my whole server bracket, which is absolutely insane. I'm up nearly up there with the whales, but it is what it is. So yeah, just a quick update on that. Alright, going through my emblems. I think this was also level 2 by the time I reviewed last time. But I'm trying to work on my shield. I want to try to get it to level 4. Oh, I do have an orange card. Boom. So I do need to get purple hero. I need one more. That's actually not bad. But then these orange ones are going to be a pain to get. Jesus. So I'm trying to get shield to level 4. That's my next priority. And then afterwards, I'll work on distorted field. I won't work on sword any longer because I got the crit rate and now I can just chillax there. And then in regards to Mirage Trials, I don't think I progressed one bit. So I don't think I've progressed because I have a fairly weak team. I will progress further once I get Carnage Kabuto. So you're going to have to wait for that. And then this is bounty quests. If you are interested, I always beat them all. I don't spend the extra chances because there's no point for me. Now going through the home features, Laboratory has not changed one bit. So if you are curious, this is what it looks like. My Bangpoo is still level 1. Oh, I can get it to level 2. But do I really want to change it right now? Not really. But it can be level 2, it's fine. So this is what my laboratories look like at the moment. Achievements, I am currently ranked 13th. I did get a couple of these legendary ones recently. And going through, we also have figurines, which relatively the same. I have gotten a bit more of these normal characters, 5-star a bit more, as well as getting new characters such as Suiryu and Sonic V2. I still don't have Deep Seeking, which is annoying. I really want to get him just for a call in my laboratory, but he is Suiryu as well, and I think Sonic is up here. Yes, he's up right there. So that is Suiryu, and then everyone else is in the future. Alright, Training Center, Exposition, Grappler is the exact same, that is 49, I can't progress because I need to be 111. Everything else, Esper's 44, High Tech's 39, Duelist 39, so that's the furthest I can go. Now in regards to my member training, the average level is 106 because everyone's basically, well, half of them are red 2, or not even, only 2 of them are. Okay, well, Zombie Man should be red 1, or I should do that, but I want to focus on Watchdog Man. Try to get him to red 3 so that I can use a revert card on him and then replace with Carnage Kabuto. And in regards to skills, I have the average level of 104, which is very close to my 106, so I'm very happy with this. If you didn't see my Clem account review video, I have made bunch of tips on trying to get this as high as possible if you are realizing that you're lacking and it's not really close to your member training level, so do check that out. And in regards to type training, they are all level 13 and I am still fairly far away in order to get it to tier 14, and I'm one of these cubes away from the next boost. Alright, Hero X Villain, I have actually made it to cycle 9. What I didn't realize is that I was up to Garo, and after you beat Garo, it goes to cycle 9 straight away. So, I can't show off the footage when I beat Garo, because legit, I was just skipping through it for one of my Hero Backup Stick challenges, and somehow I managed to beat him accidentally, which is fairly shocking, so I can't really explain to you how I beat him. This is the team that I used to beat him, so I guess if you have the units, you can try this out, but I did beat him without a speedster, surprisingly, so that actually worked in that regard. But now I'm up to Alloy, which I cannot defeat because his injury is ridiculous. So I'm just going to wait to Carnage Kabuto, and then I can progress further. And going through the bag like I did previously before, so I have 94 Omni Shards, so not 89, I meant 94. But that's how many Omni Shards I have for Carnage Kabuto, which should be increased to 180 by the time he comes out. So all of them I will be putting into Carnage Kabuto. Now I do want to also get Metal Bat, but I want to be Carnage, or I want Carnage to be as high as possible since I will be using him throughout the Geru Cantrip era as one of my 2 grapplers. And these are all my other things as well. As you can see, I also have a fairly amount of cores, which should be villain, but I'll convert it when the time comes. I have 300 vouchers. I do plan to pull 4 Carnage Kabuto, then Awakened to Metal Bat. Now I don't know if I want to get Awakened to him during his debut. It might be too expensive. If it's too expensive, I'll figure it out during pulling for him. If it's too expensive, then I'll wait for his rerun because, well, I can't really afford it. But after that, then I get Gerugan Shoot Plus, then there's a bit of a gap, and then Atomic Samurai, which I also plan to awaken to. So, keepsake vouchers, I will be purchasing some of my funds or actual money and getting the 70 group vouchers. is required. So the reason why I can do that is because I have money. So for free to play, please save your keepsake vouchers for Carnage Kabuto. If you can't, then you can either pull for his rerun or pull for anyone else like Metalbat or Atomic Samurai's keepsake, or just keep saving for DSK in the future or Deep Sea King in the future. Other than that, these are everything else. There's probably nothing too exciting. I have one diagram. Sacks, I have 31. I have 2 of the purple sacks. Otherwise, not really useful stuff in here. And finally, going through my Saitama features. Memory cards, as I have said, it is all completely done. All 65 have been done. Now, the updates to evolve each of these memory cards, I expected it to be this month, but then they released Red Gears, which is ridiculous, and they rushed that way too soon. So I don't know when we're ever going to get the upgraded feature, but they use these coins, and they also use these talent books, which I have also now completely finished, all 1,998 talent points. So all of these books now will be saved in order to upgrade memory cards in the future, but otherwise I have completely maxed all of these out. And yeah, if you want to see how much investigations I have 2,000, so I can use those for vitality events since they do vitality. And that wraps up my account review. So that was a fairly long video, I do apologize, but I did want to showcase a lot of the PvP and especially the Epic Conqueror's Challenge, because I was able just right now to figure out that I can progress further. But make sure you do pay attention to the bonus sets every week, like charge damage, because they are going to be your main damaging dealers, like I did for this week, where I focused on Suiryu and Driveknight in particular. They were my heavy carrots. So anyways, that wraps up the end of the video. I'd love to give shoutouts to all of my amazing YouTube members, so special thanks to my X tier members being Gamma, Solionaire, Blackshot, Swift, and Oliver, my newly appointed Y tier member being Dragon, who upgraded his membership, and my Z tier members being Red Skunk, Zelion, Skies, and Creighton. Thank you all very much for your increasing amount of support, as you guys are massive contributors in making this type of content possible. So anyways, that's all for today, and I will catch you all next time.